Hi, I'm Amanda, Brianne's mom.
And I'm Jennifer, Dakota's mom.
We're very honored to be here today to share our story, and I just really can't express how amazing God is. Where we are today didn't seem possible where we began in December. When I found out Bri was pregnant, my whole world stopped. I was in complete shock. I was very heartbroken and distraught. I blamed myself. She was only 14. Bri was so scared and very shut down, and she just wanted no part of this reality. And out of fear and shame, she was very adamant about terminating the pregnancy.
Yes, Dakota insisted on terminating the pregnancy also, and was not open to hearing about any other options. They were both pretty persistent. He was terrified. He was concerned about how he was going to care for a baby at such a young age, manage his school, work, sports, and raise a kid. And he said both him and Bri did not want to have a baby, and they were not convinced that we would be able to make them change their minds.
I've always been pro-life, so to hear that my little girl tell me that's what she wanted to do was very unbearable. I sought counsel from a lot of people, including a chaplain, who told me that I should let her make that decision and help her, even if I didn't agree with it, because she'd probably find someone else to take her, or worse, if she did do that and she was injured during the procedure and I wasn't there. Could I live with myself if that happened? I was just overwhelmed and consumed with worry.
Yeah, it's definitely a whirlwind of emotions. I wanted to keep an open mind and not make any quick decisions. We needed to look and consider all of the options available and help the kids understand the pros and cons of these and the impact it would have on their lives in their future.
Yeah. I immediately took Bri to confirm the pregnancy, and I just thought to myself, if I educated her enough on what abortion really looked like, that she would change her mind. A while ago, I'm not really sure how long ago, I'd heard about the Women's Center on a Christian radio station, and I had put a note in an app on my phone real quickly, and I thought, well, I'll look into some way to help them, and I just forgotten about it. But coincidentally, that same week that we confirmed the pregnancy, I'd opened that note app, and I saw it, and so I immediately made a desperate phone call to the center in Huber Heights. When the lady took my call, I just broke down. I was just a mess, but she comforted me, and she told me of her similar experience with her daughter. And then she explained everything that the center does and made an appointment for us, and she prayed with me on the phone. So Jennifer and I took the kids to the center. They were very scared, very numb, I think just still very much disbelief. Ina had talked with them about the stages of pregnancy, parenting, even adoption options, and all the risks involved with abortion. They provided us with the very first ultrasound for Jackson, and when we saw that heart beating at 7 weeks on the screen, I knew then that there was just no way that I could make a decision to end his life no matter what. I was very scared to tell Bri, but I felt like as soon as I did, I could see her process of accepting it begin immediately. We agreed that it would be a good idea for the kids to take the parenting programs at the center to help them prepare. Well, then COVID hit, but even with all of that craziness, the center still made it happen. They just transitioned to weekly one-on-one phone calls instead.
Dakota was clueless on anything that had to do with babies, and he had no idea how to feed a baby, change a diaper, bonding, and I was very concerned on how he was going to handle all of this emotionally. Throughout the sessions, he made comments that made me realize he actually was paying attention and learning some good, valuable information. At the end of each week, he would have a call with his mentor, typically an hour long, and review the materials, and Dakota would go over some questions that he needed to answer, and his mentor always made sure to give clear examples and how they related to real-life situations. And a few times they would get into such deep discussion that the calls would go well over an hour.
The center did a really nice job. They awarded the kids for their participation, which allowed them to give some very nice things for Jackson. I felt like Brianne was very responsible. She never really complained about preparing for her weekly one-on-one calls. I feel like the classes gave her confidence in knowing that she could do this. There was a lot of things she already knew. And just watching her grow and mature over that 9-month time frame was pretty amazing. She went from wanting no part of this at all to actually naming him and taking over preparing the nursery. And now we have this beautiful, precious addition to our family. And I would say hi, Jackson. I would say that Bri and Dakota are doing a really great job at parenting, and they have a lot of support, and he's already very spoiled and loved by us all.
Yes. Ultimately, the goal was to help the kids understand the value of a human life, and they could not make a quick decision based on their emotions and being scared. I feel that Bree and Dakota realize that babies are a blessing, and they've made the right decision, and we are all thrilled and over the moon in love with Jackson.
Yes, we are. And we really just can't say it enough that we'll forever be grateful for all the prayers and support, the time, the resources, and all the effort given to us by the Miami Valley Women's Center. And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you.